तू चलता चल तू चलता चल तू चलता चल. So today we have with us Fiza Ahmad. She is originally from UP and she's brought up in Nashik. She has done her BCA and now pursuing data analytics. And this was a third attempt through AFCAT entry. One AFSB Dehradun. So congratulations, Fiza, for on your recommendation. Please tell us about your journey. How did you get motivated to join forces? How did it start, first of all?
Thank you, ma'am. I think my biggest motivation has been my father only, because he is an army officer. So the armed forces life, I have been lucky to have been brought up in that life, and I have always been interested in flying. So actually, Air Chief Marshal Tipnis was from my school. So he had gifted a MiG-21 Bison aircraft also, aircraft model. So I always used to get inspired by that. So that was my biggest motivation, ma'am.
Okay. So do college students also face kind of pressure? कि होना ही है?
I didn't think about all of that. I have heard of a lot of rumors कि sometimes they give preference to, defense brats and all that. But I didn't face any pressure. In fact, I think I was encouraged and motivated by a lot of people in the armed forces itself. So I don't think there's any pressure involved.
So coming to your attempts, what changes did you make in your previous attempts, one or two attempts that you are given, and the recommendation attempt?
Okay, so I think the biggest issue that I was facing was my confidence, my lack of confidence, especially in my second attempt. I had faced it a lot, and my physical fitness was also an issue, and general knowledge also. So I had always interacted with sir. So from the starting only, he had told me that these are the weaknesses that you need to work on. And I just kept putting constant efforts. After my second attempt, I was quite dejected. But then I thought ki everybody, faces all of these issues. And I knew that, deep down, I knew that I'll make it one day. So I just knew ki I have to put in efforts. And, I just properly, consistently worked on my physical fitness, my general knowledge, and I could see that improvement in me, and that made me more confident. So in this attempt, I was not worried at all. In fact, I just went there to enjoy the 5 days of SSB. So that was the biggest difference.
Now, talking about your recommendation attempt, can you share your experience with the screening process, psychology, GTO, interview one by one, if you can recollect it for us?
Sure, ma'am. I had gone on 12th March, and 171 candidates had reported for the screening, and the OIR was fairly simple. The 2 sets of 50 questions each. We got 30 minutes. So I actually found the time to be, a lot. Like I remember I had solved all the questions. I was actually able to check some of my questions also. It was like that. So, and not only me, a lot of us had faced the same thing, that we found the OIR to be relatively easy, and we got a lot of time. So OIR was good. And then talking about the PPDT, the picture was a bit hazy. And but I just wrote a simple story, from whatever the picture was trying to portray, and I revised the story a little bit in my mind, just so that I'm good in the narration part, and I was satisfied with my narration also. It was like crisp and to the point. And as far as the discussion is concerned, there was a little bit of confusion about number of characters and all that, but we were able to streamline it in a positive direction. And we did get divided into 2 subgroups, but we were able to come to a logical conclusion. And one girl had volunteered to, give out the common story. We all agreed, and she gave out a fairly well, made story, which was based on the actual discussion that had taken place. Then 59 candidates got screened in out of 171, and psychology was on the same day. it was, psychology has always been the same for me. I haven't faced much issues in that part. TAT, WAT, everything was fine. I just wrote whatever came into my mind, and I just tried to relate to the picture as much as I could. So I didn't face any issues there. SRTs I did 51. I think I could have done more, but it's okay. I mean, I crossed that benchmark of 45, so I was still like satisfied. And SD I had prepared in advance, was quite open with whatever I feel people think about me and what I want to improve in myself. So psychology was fine. Then after that, next day we had a group tasks. So GTO day one started with GD. The first topic was a choice topic. So we got a choice between, one was why youth chooses to be unemployed even after graduation, and the second one was about China something. So I actually wanted to go for the China topic, but many of the people, they said that let's go with the first topic. So I said okay, not a problem. And I think my performance was decent. I will not say it was great in my first GD. Like my points, the quality of my points could have been better, but I tried my best. In the second GD, we got a topic about India-Afghanistan relations, the strained relations between these two countries, and how it is impacting India. In this GD, I think I performed well. I was able to give out good points, I think, and I think everybody gave very good points. In between, I remember, I think the conversation drifted to the rescue operations in Turkey at the time. And so I requested, I said that let us all get back to the topic, which is about India and Afghanistan. So that was one thing. But other than that, it was a good GD. Then coming to GPE, again, it was GP was good. Just one important thing, that uh, two people from our group got a bit confused about the location of an accident that had taken place. So in fact, our GTO sir had also pointed out, I got nominated to narrate the common solution. And then after that, GTO sir said that, can you all tell, like, where did the accident actually take place? So I had the pointer with me, I pointed it out. And then he asked the others also. So that is one thing that, like, I think reading the narrative is very important. We keep jumping to the solution, but if we don't read it only, then, our solution may completely differ. So that should not happen. That was one thing. Then we had PGT after that. PGT was again fine. I think in my previous attempt, I was quite overwhelmed. I think because of my underconfidence. So I was quite overwhelmed by the PGT, HGT and all that. But this time I was confident, and I just tried my best to help out the group in any way that I can. And I was able to give some solutions, and some great solutions came out from the other candidates also. We were all, cooperative. So we were able to do well in PGT. I was happy. And the same thing with HGT also. And then after that, we had a GOR. GOR again, we just gave our best, and it is the most fun activity. So it was good. We actually came first, so I was very happy. And then we had a lecturate. I think I did fine in lecturate. I remember just two topics. One was Department of Military Affairs, and the other was Moon Mission. The rest two were low-level topics. I don't remember. I spoke on Moon Mission. I think I delivered a fairly okay lecturate. I was able to, give a concise lecturate, I think. And I spoke for around 2 minutes, 58 seconds or so. So I was satisfied. Then next day, we had a command task first. My command task was fine. Frankly speaking, I don't know whether I got a difficult one or an easy one. I just remember that there were no colors on the structure apart from it being white. So I don't know. I just gave my best there. And GTO sir did help me a little bit towards the end. He gave me a little bit of a hint. But we were able to complete it. So I was happy. And individual obstacles, I did 7. I could have done more. I left the monkey crawl, balance beam, and the obstacle number 1, I remember. And but I was able to do the rope and tire, and also I was still satisfied. Then we had the FGT. FGT was also good. We all gave our best and we were able to cross the structure. And so that was the group task. Then coming to the personal interview, the deputy president had taken my interview, and it was, I mean, it was all about me only, my personal life. Then like PIQ based, questions, my family, my previous attempts, stuff like that. So I was just very straightforward, and I actually really enjoyed my interaction with him. So that was my interview. It went for around 45 minutes or so. And then we had a conference the next day. I had to wait for around 2 minutes. And then inside also, I think general questions are only asked, like, any suggestions and how was your stay and all that. And 9 girls got recommended. So that was my SSB journey now.
Okay, thank you so much. Please tell us how NFA activities helped you to enhance your. You seem to be, taking the difficult topics, remembering the topic that was difficult, opting for a difficult one. So please tell us.
Actually, ma'am, one thing was that I think in NFA has helped me to raise the level. I think that is the biggest this thing. Like if you look at the GDs that take place here, I mean, the most interesting points come up. It's actually very inspiring. So I think that taking the difficult topic and all, I think that has come due to NFA only. The group members have been very helpful. We used to have feedback sessions. We used to give a lot of importance to that. So that helped me a lot. And I think I also became the group coordinator for some time. That also, gave me a lot of experience, and made me more responsible. And definitely talking to sir, I think right from day one, I had talked to him, and he was the one who, guided me a lot and actually raised my spirits also after, getting conferenced out twice. So one major thing was that my physical fitness has been an issue. So sir, used to keep on checking how I am doing in that direction. And I actually improved a lot. So I'm quite happy with that. And even sir's book helped me a lot. I read it like twice. And what I used to do is before every, if for example, if you have a GD, so I will read the GD part from sir's book, that, what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. And that gave me so much of clarity and confidence, because I could see that following those instructions, my, my participation was increasing, and, my general knowledge was increasing, which was again a huge issue. So NFA has definitely helped me a lot, ma'am.
Right, which is to Nehru sir. He has mentioned there.
Fiza, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
So Fiza, actually your journey for getting selected in the defense forces started with No Frills Academy only. You had not gone anywhere else.
Yes,
You
sir.
straight away came to me.
Yes.
And you, as well as your very sweet dad, have always been in touch with me. It has been such a pleasure interacting with both of you. ठीक है
Pleasure
ना?
is all mine, sir.
हाँ, तो बहुत अच्छा लगा बच्चे, आप रेकमेंड हुए और आपकी जर्नी बड़ी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड है, बिकॉज यू वर इन टच विद मी कॉन्स्टेंटली, इवन योर डैड वाज इन टच विद मी. जो हमने शुरू में बताया था ये इम्प्रूव करना है, वही इम्प्रूव करने की चीजें थी, पर आपने इम्प्रूव हल्के हल्के किया. गियर में गाड़ी आपने हल्के हल्के डाली. आपने दूसरे गियर से तीसरे में, चौथे में, और मैं बोलूं तो अभी भी 5वें में डली नहीं है आपकी गाड़ी. You were somewhere in the 4.5 only,
It is true, sir. I have this tendency of, procrastinating and all, so that played a role.
Yes.
So that is there, sir.
So that is there. वो ये है. बाकी you are a very simple, straightforward girl. तो कोई issues नहीं थे, complexities नहीं थी. तो यही जो issue थे उस पे आपने काम किया. Or but you done adequately, because overall if you see, you got a, and your graph has been gradually going up all the times, right from your first attempt to second and third. आपने written में भी marks में progressive improvement किया, आपने general knowledge में भी progressive improvement किया, आपने physical fitness में भी जो आपका grayest area था उसमें भी improvement किया, and as a group coordinator you kept doing a good job, became more responsible. तो बढ़िया काम बना. एंड नाउ दैट यू लुक बैक, I'm sure you'd be realizing that it is not such a big deal, this SSB business.
It is not. It is not. I took, like tension for no reason. Now I've realized. So definitely anybody can. I think if you put efforts, so anybody can make it.
हाँ, अगर फोकस थोड़ा हो जाए तो कोई इतनी बड़ी चीज है नहीं. नो वी आर विलिंग टू टेक ऑन प्रीटी एवरेज गाइस, कोई ऐसा चक्कर नहीं है. So that is what it is. So what remains for me to ask is कि फादर ने क्या रोल प्ले किया आपको मोटिवेटेड रखने में? Because he was, I would say he was more in touch with me than you were.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, थोड़ा बताइए.
Sir, he is from like my childhood only. He has been a very good father. I mean, even with our studies and all, he was always looking for the best school, best education that we can get. So that has continued till now also. So as I mentioned, sir, I was quite dejected. So he raised my spirits. He said, "Ki nahi ho jayega," and he said that I am willing to help you in any way possible. So in fact, at times, like he has been quite busy going to his job, but in the evening sometimes he would go running with me and all, just to help me out, even like rope climbing and all of that, also push-ups. He keeps on monitoring. Even if he doesn't get time, he asks me and my brother ki kaise chal raha hai sab kuch, if you need any help and all. So he has played a tremendous role, he and my mother both, sir.
अच्छा, मदर से मेरा इंटरेक्शन बिल्कुल नहीं हुआ. उनका भी थोड़ा बताइए, हाउ हैज बीन हर कंट्रीब्यूशन? आई एम नॉट इंटरेक्टेड विद दैट. आपके डैड से तो इंटरेक्शन मेरा बहुत रहा. In fact, I have been very keen to meet him. I meet all of you when you come to Meerut. हाँ, बताओ मदर का क्या रोल रहा?
Sir, my mother again, she has also been, very, very supportive, very helpful. I remember से parties and all होती थी, my mother would not go कि नहीं, बच्चों का exam है and all that. So she has also been, both of them have been very, encouraging. So she tried to help us, me in, any way possible. She is good in aerobics, and she's also like, she has really maintained herself fitness wise. So she also keeps on guiding me. We do yoga together at times. And even with my diet and all, she has helped me ki no, you have this, and save, you'll gain energy, have protein and all that. So both have helped me a lot, sir.
And भाई का क्या रोल रहा?
Sir, he has just encouraged me. He is also interested in the armed forces only. So in fact वो भी मुझे यही बोलता है कि नहीं हो जाएगा, तुम्हारा तो हो ही जाएगा and all that. And again, we both we have a very strong bond. We spend a lot of time with each other. So I think he has also helped me in raising my spirits for sure.
Good. Fiza, I have nothing more to ask. We know each other well, and you've been a group coordinator also. So what are your few simple pieces of advice for the students of No Frills Academy in general, the new joinees, and for No Frills Academy, the way we are running things? So just give us some suggestions on all these things.
Sir, suggestions. So for the students, I'll just say that if you are able to follow the roadmap properly, then you will definitely see improvement. Like my issue as sir has mentioned was that I could not follow it 100%. There were days when I was able to follow it to a good amount, but then there were days when I procrastinated. I accept that. And that is why my rate of improvement has been slow. So if you are able to, keep that target that, okay, today I have to run this much. Today I have to, work out this much. Today I have to read this newspaper and, be able to, get that much of knowledge or whatever it is. If you are able to keep those targets, I think you are definitely going to see improvement. And the more you stick to the plan, the better your rate of improvement will be. And I think if you are regular with the sessions, the constant feedback that you get from the group members, and also, the general knowledge that you get, the insight that you get, it has been helping me a lot. Lecturate, GD, everything. And again, if you have any, queries, you can definitely, ask the group coordinators. They're very helpful. The group members, sir also is available. So I think from my point of view, it is just putting systematic efforts that helps you reach there. So, and I mean that's the only thing that I can say.
Systematic effort is contributes to building the confidence also. You can't build confidence without these things.
Definitely, sir.
सही बात है. I have nothing more to say. Thanks for the views that you have shared. You're looking very good with your smile. Keep smiling, keep remaining cheerful, and I'm sure you and your family will always remain in touch with me. And
Yes.
please remain in touch with the No Frills Academy, your colleagues also. They're a very important part of your life. And please do make your contributions towards, creating the NFA alumni group.
I heard about it. Yes, sir.
करना यार बच्चों, क्योंकि आप लोगों का ही है. योगिता और मैं कितना कितना करेंगे, तो and you people can help each other a lot.
Right.
So that would be there wherever you go. So you can, NFA की identity से you can get things going. As you grow up, काफी फर्क पड़ जाता है. Like, I was just something issue came up, and kya hui, I was to talk to some Colonel Saab, and he said कि sir क्या आप वो 2002 में आप CO थे रूपा में? मैंने कहा हाँ यार मैं वही था. कहने लगा अरे सर आपको तो मैं जानता हूँ, and things worked out so easy after that.
Right.
So that way these things work. So it's good to remain in touch. So you are open to, Bacho, please go ahead, ask your questions to Fiza. She has worked systematically. She understands the things well, and she never, got influenced by the wrong stuff of this coaching wala. So that has been one very, very good part. She has worked systematically, maintained faith in the systematic effort, and got the results. Please go ahead, ask your question.